Okay. I think we're here and we're here and we're bloop 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 bloop. Somebody in the chat, and it stuck out to me. Somebody had said, what was this? Somebody had said, I don't know who this rando 100-year-old actor is. Bro, you better be careful. These people are gonna eat you up. Eat you up. All right, what's up, guys? So I wanted to go over the search warrant and this article. I got a lot of comments on the last video that I posted with regards to Gene. One of the theories, though, that stuck out to me, and it's almost somewhat similar to the theory that Hoax had said. There was somebody left a comment and said that their theory was that this guy had a heart attack, right? And so she went to go get his medication. They call it what's it called? Nitroglycerin, yeah. The theory was she went to go get his nitroglycerin medication, and she ran, and when she ran and grabbed the pills or something, she had fallen and died from the fall. And the pills are on the floor or whatever. That's why the pills are scattered. And the dog, I guess, maybe was already in the closet in the kennel and just died from starvation, I guess, and no water, because maybe it was locked in the kennel. The other dogs weren't locked. Hoax had said something like he thought maybe the guy, Gene, I mean, not say the guy, somebody lost their mind because I said the guy, was looking for the dogs when he had the heart attack, and then she ran and got the pills and something. Thanks, Marla. We got some reading to do, so I'll put on the glasses. Turtle again, thank you for the 5. So let's start out with this. Gene Hackman's daughter breaks silence on her reclusive father after mysterious death. In an exclusive interview with the Daily Mail, the 95-year-old actor and his wife, Betsy, 64, were found dead on Wednesday. We talked about it today twice. A neighbor of the couple called emergency services after discovering the bodies, which I thought it was the maintenance or the caretaker, but okay. One of their 3 dogs was found dead inside the house, while 2 others were found alive. One of the Gene's 3 children, Leslie, told Daily Mail on Thursday that the family is waiting to hear from law enforcement regarding the cause of death, as the couple's death remains a mystery. Leslie and her sister Elizabeth. So we heard something from Elizabeth earlier in a different article. Now Leslie, I guess, is talking. And both of them can only speculate that their father and stepmother, along with one of their dogs, may have been killed by inhaling toxic fumes, but that's already been debunked. And Leslie, 58, said that the family is still processing what happened, since there was no indication that there was any problem with her father prior to his death. Despite his age, he was in very good physical condition, she revealed, while adding that her father did not have any major surgeries these last few months. Which one of the things we saw a while back, I guess it was years ago, I forgot when, his doctor had told him he needs to chill out because of his heart or something like that, stress. Something that we saw earlier. So she said the last few months, that's still a pretty big deal. If there was something even a year ago, potentially, you know. K-Dubs, thank you so much for the 10 memberships. Gracias. And he liked to do Pilates and yoga and was continuing to do that several times a week. He was in good health. He went on to say that his death, however, was not terribly shocking, as he was 95, given that she lives in California. She said, it's been a few months since she had last seen and has even heard from her reclusive father, despite them being close. And this is what I talked about in the first stream, that I thought it was interesting that the family, they've been dead for possibly 2 weeks. How did nobody even catch on to this? That they've been deceased? Because I mean, me particularly, I guess everybody has different levels of how close they are to their family, but I'm in pretty constant contact every day, every other day, at least with my mother, you know, no more than 3 days max, I think, you know, and see her fairly often. You know, so for them, she says we were close, but they hadn't talked in a couple months. I guess for some people, I guess it's subjective. Some people, I guess their parents don't talk to them for months, and that's close. That's normal, I guess. But everything was normal and everything was good, she shared. I guess, you know, some people have different kinds of relationships. The family's still waiting to hear from police exactly what happened and when they passed away, since Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office said their bodies had been in their home for at least a day before deputies found them deceased. Reports earlier were suggesting 2 weeks. The bodies allegedly were mummified or starting to be partially mummified. Jean and Betsy had got married in 1991 and were married for 34 years before their tragic deaths. So here's some pictures and stuff. Superman star. Leslie told the Daily Mail that Jean and Betsy had a wonderful marriage. They had a wonderful marriage, and I give credit to his wife, Betsy, for keeping him alive, she said. Betsy took very, very good care of him and always was looking out for his health. I'm so appreciative to her for that, and I'm very saddened by her passing. Leslie said that she'll be heading to New Mexico once she hears back from the police. We need to wait and find out whatever information from the police. We weren't expecting to have to go out there and go through the house and all that. So we have some work cut out. Okay. He revealed that he and his family had found out about his uncle. Wait, what are they talking about here? Meanwhile, okay, Jean's nephew, Tim Hackman, also exclusively spoke to the Daily Mail, so got another family member. He revealed that he and his family had found out about his uncle and Betsy's death through Leslie, who he claims was the one family member who had the most contact with Jean and Betsy. So it doesn't seem like the family really, you know, for whatever reason, didn't communicate much with Jean. Maybe he wanted it that way. Tim, 51, said that he found out about on Wednesday night and was saddened to learn that Jean didn't have a natural death. I mean, he was old. I'm sure he had some health concerns, but nothing that was shared. He replied, I'm sure he had some health concerns. Okay, I read that. He replied, and when asked if his uncle had any major health concerns, Tim's mom, Barbara Hackman, was married to Richard Hackman, Jean's brother. Richard, who was a stuntman of Jean's, passed away 11 years ago. The last time Tim saw Jean was at his father's funeral, he revealed. 11 years ago was the last time I physically saw him. He only came to California during the warm weathers, and then he just stayed in New Mexico. Although it's been over a decade, Mr. Hackman said that he wouldn't say that the Bonnie and Clyde star was estranged from his family. He liked New Mexico. He loved it. It's a beautiful place. So I guess, yeah, maybe people have different, you know, I don't know. Most of his communication to his uncle was through Betsy, who he would talk to every once in a while, since Jean was at an age where he wasn't really communicative a lot with his family. He continued, I was just basically giving her updates on my kids and how they were doing and how I was doing, because our major connection was the military background. But that was it really. He'd always just say, oh, Jean's doing good. I mean, he was moving around a lot for 95. Betsy was ultimately the one who took care of him. I truly believe he made it as long as he did because of her, Tim insisted. Given Betsy and Jean's 31-year age difference, the family had prepared that the actor would pass away first and that the wife would take over the funeral arrangements. After the couple's shocking death, Tim said that the plan obviously changed. So the preparedness of it was that he would go first, and that we would probably, maybe depending on whatever it was Betsy had set up, would go down there and pay our condolences on everything. Okay. All right. Last year, Hackman and his wife Betsy were seen out and about for the first time in 2 decades. Damn, they're really staying like a compound. The actor was spotted holding his wife's arm for balance as the pair grabbed a bite at this seafood kitchen place in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Before the dinner date, Hackman enjoyed a cup of coffee and some apple pie from the local Speedway store. The couple's outing marked the first time they were seen together in public for 21 years. Wow. With the last time being at the 2003 Golden Globe Awards. Wow. Mamma mia. Okay, so let's check out the affidavit search warrant. All right. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. I don't like the 20-year-old with 80-year-old because it makes it money grab. All right, let's check it out. And by the way, the Epstein files. What was up with that, man? The charade today. I haven't looked at it yet. I clicked one of the links. I got to save it. But, bro, I'm hearing it's like the same crap that was already out, just redacted. I mean, it's a call logs or a contact list, flight logs. I don't know. I breathe like kind of what a disappointment. And then they had this whole charade of crap where all these influencers went to the White House. They handed them these books and shit. They took pictures and left. I mean, it's such a, I don't know. But we'll see. Maybe somebody will find something. Breaking Epstein FBI informant confirmed. Newly released Epstein files reveal that Jeffrey Epstein wasn't just connected to intelligence. He was an FBI informant. Documents show he provided information to the Bureau while under prosecution in Florida. All right. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what comes out, if anything. And they say that's phase 1. So I don't know. I was just really disappointed. But all right, so let's go to this. So this is the search warrant, a 2-story residence that has olive green colored stucco. There is flagstone near the front entrance of the residence. The front door is facing southeast. The door appears to be a grand entry with glass windows and black metal frame. The stucco to the right of the front entry, northeast side, is pink in color, and then transitions to a tan in color stucco. The residence is identified as 1425 Old Sunset Trail, Santa Fe, New Mexico. The residence is located in Santa Fe County, state of New Mexico. Okay. The affidavit search warrant. Your affiant is Detective Roy Arndt. Okay. The address. Items to be seized and collected. Ignitable, flammable, explosive, or combustible substance, whether solid, liquid, or gas, or any other container and or materials that may contain said substances. Material apparently used in or intended for use in administering aid and or assistance to injured people. Any documents which have what appears to be personal identifying information to Eugene, Jean, Alan, Hackman, or Betsy on it, and any version of Eugene or Betsy's name and or personal identifying information, narcotics and or any other controlled substances, including but not limited to any drug or substance, Schedule 1s through 5. Documentation of herein describes premises, person, described items to be seized by means of measurement, photography, cameras, video cameras, film. Okay. So that kind of stuff. Clothing belonging to or worn by Eugene or Betsy. Photographs of the residence, including interior, exterior, latent or visible prints, including but not limited to fingerprints and footwear. They're looking at everything. Materials apparently used and or intended for use in administering aid or assistance to injured people. Any weapons, tools, and instruments capable of causing sharp force trauma to the human body. Documents that establish or tend to establish ownership, possession, use, transfer, and or the right to ownership, possession, use, and or transfer, blah, blah, blah. Any weapons, tools. Okay. All right. Any record of documented in any media, which appears to be password, personal identification number, items, or information used to access or facilitate access of said items. Biological fluids, to include DNA, blood, trace evidence, telephone or cell phones. Okay. In order to ensure that a complete and thorough investigation, investigators may be required to examine the entire above-mentioned premises, including but not limited to the examination of furniture, walls, plumbing, equipment, or gas lines, or the residence, around the residence. Okay. So Detective Roy Arndt, he's a full-time certified peace officer of the New Mexico, who attended Mexico law enforcement. Okay, this is like his qualifications. Currently has 15 years of law enforcement experience. Okay, at approximately 1:43 p.m. on Wednesday, February 26, 2025, Santa Fe Regional Emergency Communications received a call for service regarding a reporting party locating two deceased individuals inside of the residence, 1425, the address. Santa Fe Patrol Deputies Javier Barone and Joshua Thomas were then dispatched to conduct a death investigation. When Deputy Thomas and Barron arrived, Deputy Thomas indicated he spoke to two individuals, one of which was the reporting party, who found and located the front door of the residence to be opened and ajar. So we talked about that in the first stream. Deputy Thomas identified the reporting party to be the male named Roland Lowe Begay. Begay, damn. 65. And Roland advised he works as maintenance work for a company called Home Company. The other maintenance worker was identified as Jesse Kessler, 72. Deputy Thomas Affian told Affian after speaking with the two males, he and the Deputy Baron then walked to the front of the residence and found the front door ajar. He advised he did not observe any signs of forced entry in the home. After Deputy Thomas entered the residence, he immediately observed a bathroom to the left of the front door. The door to the bathroom was opened. Deputy Thomas advised he observed the deceased female laying on the ground near the countertop inside of the bathroom. The female was observed laying on her right side. He advised she was found wearing dark gray sweatpants and a light color and sweatshirt. The female was observed to have black in color hair. Deputy Thomas advised he observed the black in color space heater near the female's head. I don't know what's up with that too. He advised he suspected the heater could have fallen in the event the female abruptly fell to the ground. He advised he also observed an orange prescription bottle on the counter near the deceased female. The prescription bottle appeared open with pills scattered on the countertop. Deputy Thomas advised the female decedent showed obvious signs of death, body decomposition, bloating in her face, and mummification in both hands and feet. I didn't even know that was I don't know why I've never, like, in all the years that I've been, we've covered these stories, I've never heard of, like, mummification. Mummification. Okay. Affiant learned Deputy Thomas and Barron continued to search the residence, where they then found a deceased brown in color German Shepherd canine. The deceased canine was located approximately 10 to 15 feet from the deceased female in the closet of the bathroom. Deputy Thomas and Barron then proceeded to clear the other portions of the residence. In doing so, they observed a pair of feet and legs on the ground near the kitchen area. Deputy Thomas identified a male to be deceased in an area of the home he believed to be a mudroom. The deceased male was found wearing gray sweatpants, a blue in color long sleeve t-shirt, brown slippers, and walking cane. Deputy Thomas indicated he observed a pair of sunglasses located near the decedent's left of his body. Based on Deputy Thomas's training and experience, he suspected the male individual has suddenly fallen. You think like he had a heart attack or something? Oh, Marie says it's the New Mexico weather that caused the mummification. That's what I was wondering too, Stationary. Was the space heater on or off? Deputy Thomas advised there were two other dogs located on the property. Oh, wait, no, I skipped this part. Deputy Thomas advised that the male decedent also showed signs of death similar to and consistent with the female decedent. That's just so weird. Observed of deceased female laying on the ground near the countertop in the bathroom. The female observed laying on her right side. And a space heater but near the female's head. He advised he suspected the heater could have fallen in the event the female abruptly fell to the ground. So the canine 10 to 15 feet from the deceased female in the closet of the bathroom. That's what I was wondering if the closet was open or closed. I'm guessing they had the dog in the kennel, I guess. Deputy Thomas advised there were 2 other dogs located on the property. He advised one of the healthy dogs was initially observed near the deceased female inside the bathroom, and the other healthy dog was observed outside the residence. Deputy Thomas advised he and Barron searched the remainder of the property and found all other buildings and garage to be locked and secured. So why was the front door open? The front door's open. She's found in the bathroom. The deceased dog's in the bathroom in the closet, and he's found in the mudroom, which is usually where they say, people were saying earlier in the chat, you go in there, you take off your dirty shoes. I never even heard of that shit before until today. Mudroom. The lavish life I have. I have a room dedicated to wiping our shoes. I don't know. Okay. So they searched the remainder of the property, and everything else was locked and secured. So the front door, I guess, was wide open. This nice glass door, I guess. Deputy Thomas again advised he did not observe any signs of forced entry into the residence. Deputy Thomas indicated he did not observe any indication the residence had been rummaged through or their items were taken from the inside of the residence. He advised, based on his training and experience, nothing appeared to be out of place while clearing the residence. Deputy Thomas indicated he asked Roland and Jesse when was the last time they had contact with the homeowners, and they both advised it was approximately 2 weeks prior. So maybe that's where the 2-week number is coming from. Mudroom is old school unless you live on a farm. Mudrooms are common. Okay. Are big in England, really? It's like umbrellas, etc. Really, mudrooms rock. When you get a house, you'll understand. So, is it just a room full of dirt, like on the ground? Is it like a dirt road or some shit? It's just a room, and there's not an actual like wood floors or whatever. It's just like a dirt floor. Mudroom. Let's see what that is. Oh, it's just like a room with a carpet. That's all it is. Oh, it's like a room with a... Okay. I'm in my head, I was thinking it's like a dirt road with rocks and shit and dirt and whatever. And it's just, you go in there and you... I looked at the pictures. It's just a room with a carpet. That's all it is. The fancy word. But it actually does look nice, I guess. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. I don't know if they're going to get me on that one. All right. So, let's see. Okay, so yeah. Roland and Jesse, they said the last time they spoke with or had contact with the homeowners was 2 weeks ago. Both individuals advised they rarely saw the homeowners of the residence when conducting routine maintenance on the home. Both indicated they maintained contact with homeowners through text message and phone calls, and primarily communicated with the female homeowner, identified the deceased female as Betsy. Okay. So they don't even really see them. They just text. Oh, man. Yeah, it's not anything like what I thought it was in my head. Now that I see the pictures, it's just literally like a room and there's carpet, and that's basically it. Okay. All right. So they mostly spoke with the female, Betsy. 2 males identified Betsy's husband, Gene. However, they did not positively identify him as the deceased male. At this time, the male's true identity is unknown. I guess that was earlier. Until further investigative research can be made. Damn, he must have really been decomposing if those 2 people couldn't identify. Deputy Thomas and Detective Joel Cano advised Santa Fe City Fire Department responded to the location and conducted testing to determine if there were signs of a possible carbon monoxide leak or poisoning. He advised the fire department did not locate signs of carbon monoxide leak or poisoning. Those firefighters were identified as Captain Daniel Laranga, firefighter Adrian Pera, and engineer firefighter Anthony Ratliff. Affiant learned New Mexico Gas Company responded to the residence and was conducting active testing on the gas line and around the residence. Those individuals were identified as David Balazan and Thomas Barrera. As of now, there are no signs or evidence indicating there were any problems associated to the pipes in or around the residence. Affiant spoke with Corporal Alexandria Hancock, who advised the parcel of land and residence at the 1245 Old Sunset Trail belonged to the trustee of Edgar Gross. She obtained this information from a company identified as OnX, which offers GPS mapping for hiking, hunting, and off-roading events. Affiant conducted research and found that Santa Fe County tax parcel website revealed property was owned by Edgar F. Gross. Affiant is aware through training and experience, individuals exposed to gas leaks or poisonous gas can suffer immediate and unexpected death. Affiant is aware through training and experience that individual exposed to poisonous gas might not show apparent injuries. The search for and collection of items listed above to include biological matter, trace evidence, and latent fingerprints at the residence can assist with the determination of a cause of death. Okay. There are no immediate signs or indications of blunt force trauma. However, Affiant is seeking to seize any blunt force objects in the event there is indication of blunt force trauma once the Office of Medical Investigations arrives on scene and conducts their initial field investigation and possible cause of death. So they're just, seems like they're being just very thorough in case. At this time, the manner of cause of death pertaining to Eugene, Jean, and Betsy passing is unknown. Affiant believes that the circumstances surrounding the death of the two deceased individuals to be suspicious enough in nature to require a thorough search and investigation because of the reporting party found the front door of the residence unsecured and open. Deputies observed a healthy dog running loose on the property, another healthy dog near the deceased female, a dog laying 10 to 15 feet from the deceased female in the closet of the bathroom, the heater being moved, and the pill bottle being opened and pills scattered next to the female, and the male decedent being located in a separate room of the residence with no obvious signs of a gas leak. At this time, the affiant believes there is sufficient probable cause for the issuance of this search warrant. Any evidence collected could be corroborated or refute statements made by those associated to the investigation and would assist law enforcement in determining the cause and manner of death. So it's kind of mostly the same stuff that we covered earlier, but, you know, I guess looking at the document, it kind of fills in maybe just, I don't know, maybe a little more information kind of. I feel like this is some freak accident. Just, I don't know, like in the house. I don't know, man. I don't know that somebody went in there and killed them. Well, there was no sign of a struggle, I guess. No breaking. I mean, the door being left open. One was dying. That's what I'm thinking, hoax. Most at stage, check for arsenic. People have done that kind of. I think something happened to the guy and the wife. And I say the guy, I'm talking about Gene, but I understand the guy is a legend. But I think he had something health wise happen to him, and she ran, probably freaked out, ran to get those heart pills, maybe that nitroglycerin, which nitroglycerin is like kind of like emergency type of shit. Like I used to work in pharmacy. It's to prevent chest pain and caused by coronary artery disease. Nitroglycerin is a type of nitrate that comes in a tablet form. It prevents and treats chest pain by relaxing your blood vessels. You should take this medication at the first sign of chest pain or tightness. This medication, place tablet underneath the tongue and let it dissolve. Take what is the emergency pill for a heart attack? Nitroglycerin. I mean, they're going to be able to tell once they do the autopsy and toxicology. I think something happened to the guy, and she freaked out, some final destination type of thing, yeah, because she didn't need to die. I guess she tripped, slipped, something. I mean, I mean, I don't know though. Or that too gave me, or maybe he collapsed and she freaked out and tried to unalive herself. I was thinking that too, that maybe the dog got into the pills, but I'm thinking if they were there for 2 weeks, maybe the dog was just in a closet in the kennel and starved, and just died because the other two dogs were fine. Thank you, Millie SK. Yeah, you take it if you have angina. I think maybe like a weird freak accident. They were together for a long time. It was toxic fumes. Well, they investigated. So supposedly, so far, they didn't find anything to indicate anything poisonous. The dog was locked in the kennel. Yeah, 2 weeks. If it was 2 weeks, I mean, they've had to have been there for a while. You're right, Jess. It doesn't say anything about a kennel in the search warrant. I've only seen that, like, I think in articles or Twitter. Let me see if I see anything else on Gene. What? The day Gene Hackman almost punched me? Guest column? Why are they going to put that out right now? What? This is an hour ago. Under suspicion, screenwriter W. Peter lived on the moment he found the guts to stand up to the legend. Let's see. Gene angrily bolted out of his chair and came at me. I swear he wanted to throw a punch. This was Puerto Rico in 2000 during rehearsals for Under Suspicion, which my good buddy Stephen Hopkins was prepping to direct. The stars Gene and Morgan Freeman and Monica and Thomas Jane. Those weeks of private rehearsals remain one of the greatest pleasures of my long career. Stephen, Gene, Morgan, I spent our days on the upper floor of San Juan Hotel, closed from recent hurricane damage, in a space the production built. I mean, I just kind of want to get to what happened. Somebody, well, there's pictures of them together. Yeah, I think he just did a clickbait title. So I don't know. We're probably gonna have to wait a while to get any kind of information. The couple seemed happy, but they're also, according to family, reclusive. He didn't really. And it seemed like even the family was talking to the wife Betsy. Really, they weren't really communicating with this guy much. I would just think that maybe he wanted to be a recluse. If he had so much money, it seems like he had a lot of money to have more people around, or nannies, or I mean, I guess the wife took care of him, but nannies or house caretakers coming daily, checking him on daily, people to take care of the dogs or something. The dog would have ran out. Yeah, Chris, that's a good point. I feel like the dog was probably locked in the closet or in a kennel. Supposedly, people kept talking about a kennel. I don't know where they got that from. People were mentioning kennel. I think that dog would have went out and got food. I think that dog wasn't able to get out of that closet. And so the dog just, I guess, died naturally of starvation, I'm guessing. Or kennel, yeah, kennel slash crate. Yeah, it's true. I mean, it could have. I guess maybe that's a bad thing about press. Oh, maybe it was the press conference. Okay, press conference mentioned kennel. Okay, maybe that's where it came from then. All right. Yeah. Oh man. Let me see. I don't see anything else for Gene. I think that was it. That was the latest. Let me see if I see anything on a lot of celebrities are posting about Gene, Clint Eastwood, Morgan Freeman. How someone speaks about the recently deceased, especially those they disagreed with, can say a lot about them. A lot of condolences and rest in peace to Gene and his family. Lex Luthor. Mississippi Burning. French Connection, Unforgiven, Crimson Tide. I feel like I watched Crimson Tide a long time ago. Crimson Tide. Wow. Pouring out one for Gene Hackman and rewatching Scarface in his honor. Scarface? No. No. Wait. Is he was he in Scarface? God, that does look familiar. No. No. Oh, okay. Never appeared in Scarface, but he did appear in many other films. Oh yeah, somebody said Scarface. They said we were watching Scarface. He looks familiar though, because he looks like that one guy from Scarface. Bonnie and Clyde, The Poseidon Adventure, Mississippi Burning, Doctor's Wives, A Hunting Party. He looked like that one guy from from Scarface. He's done a lot of movies though. It's crazy the amount of movies this man's done. Somebody on Twitter is talking about I guess they thought he was in Scarface. People were commenting, bro, that's not he wasn't on that movie. It's a lot of old movies. This is the guy, right movie, wrong actor. This one guy on Twitter confused me for this guy. That's the guy I was thinking of too. I was like, wait a minute, he kind of does look like him. That's not him though. What the punch was about's right on the screen. Uh, so now Gene is up out of his chair and coming at me. In that moment, everything froze and my mind sped up. I thought of an old nature show called Mutual of Ohama's Wild Kingdom and how animals must never show fear to survive. I thought of a documentary I'd seen about a young Gene Hackman who lied about his age so he could join the Marines at 16. Stories of how Gene in his 20s used to go to bars and pick fights with bigger, taller guys. There I was, 6'4" and 30 years younger, and Jimmy Popeye Doyle was about to throw that punch. I stood my ground and growled, "God damn it, Gene, how much longer do I have to sit here and listen to you fuck up my line?" Gene Hackman stopped dead in his tracks, gave me a look, and then gave me a grin. That evening after rehearsal, Gene took me out to dinner, and just the two of us, and we became very good friends. Yeah, I saw that 80 million in assets. And somebody corrected me too in the last live. I mentioned life insurance, but it was his. Yeah, what do they call it again? Somebody was saying they need to check out his will. His will.
Are you with the patient now?
I'm sorry?
Are you with the patient now?
Yeah, I'm over at their property. There's no address here. So I have to meet the ambulance or the police, whoever, down at the gatehouse. I'll bring them up here.
Okay. How old is the patient?
I have no idea.
You don't know? Okay, that's fine. Is the patient a male or a female?
A female and a male, probably. I don't know, sir. Just send somebody up here real quick.
Okay. Are they awake?
I have no idea.
Are they breathing?
I have no idea. I'm not inside the house. It's closed. It's locked. I can't go in. But I see them. She's laying down on a floor from the window.
Okay. Okay. Do they appear to be completely awake?
On the way?
Do they appear to be awake or alert?
No, it's not.
Okay. Okay. Did you hear them talk or cry?
No.
Okay. Okay. Are they moving at all?
No, dude, they're not moving. Just send somebody up here really quick.
Yeah, bro, it's probably like frustrating, right? Like, are they alive? No. Are they breathing? No. They like just keep going. Yeah, just send somebody out here. Shit. I hear the frustration.
Okay, my units are underway. Okay.
Yeah, that's sad, man. I mean, I understand that the guy lived his life. Probably didn't. I don't know if he. I'm curious to know what happened because did he have a medical condition? And the lady for sure didn't need to die. What happened there? Death from a fall? I mean, I know when they say when you get older too, like falls when you're younger, man. You know, it's different when you're older. People pop their hips or whatever, and you know. Still, man, just from the bathroom, just to fall from the bathroom, standing and falling down, dead. Weird. I guess we'll see. Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. The weird thing is the door too open, but I don't know if that's normal for them. I mean, it is kind of weird. It is weird. The front door open. He was already inside, and she was already inside. Yeah, there was the YouTuber that passed away like that. I think she fell, and something with her hip, and she passed away, just like that. Just like that. Just falling. 64. If you're taking care of yourself, you know you should be good. Should be good. I mean, well, I think women suffer like have more of a chance Osteoporosis? Is it
Pete
osteoporosis?
D donated $5 through Super Chat. Happened to Bob Saget.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. And people for a long time thought that was a conspiracy, right? They thought he was killed, like somebody killed him. Bob. I heard about that, Angela, the helicopter that crashed. I heard about that. 2 people dead. Is it Texas? I did hear about that. Was it a military helicopter or a regular helicopter? Let me see. Texas helicopter. Another chopper. I don't know, bro. Like, what's going on with all these? 2 people dead. Oh, it was a private helicopter in Kenyon County, Texas. I don't know what's going on, man. That helicopter looks crushed. You know, obviously, I guess. Uvalde, too. Wow. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm blocking it.
K_Dubs donated $5 through Super Chat. My grandpa lived to 100 years old. He was mummified before he died.
Really? Rest in peace to Grandpa. I saw my grandmother the other day. I always love seeing her because I just know like those moments you gotta cherish and hold on to. And I'm really glad that my daughter can meet my grandmother too. She's met her so like multiple times. Because I remember meeting my great grandmother, and I didn't realize it at the time. But you know how important that is. Because some people don't get to meet their great grandparents. You know. No more flying. That's it, right? I'm taking a break. Yeah, until they figure this out or until they advance this technology. If I don't have to, if I have to, I have to. You know, fly. But there's just so many places that I haven't been to in Florida. I could easily do like a little cheap, maybe cheap staycation. There's so many places I haven't been that I could just do something local. Wow. Layla said my grandmother made it to 98. Frumple says I'm 63. There's a big difference. You age much faster from 50 to 90. Oh, then you do from 0 to 50. Damn, that scares me. My nana is 94 years old. I've seen some people, I'm telling you, I've seen some people that are, that's why I'm trying to like take care of, like lately, the last couple of weeks, I've been like really kind of taking my health more seriously. That's why you don't really see me coming out late at night anymore. Cause I actually I finally turn off my notifications on my phone. I go to sleep. I would wake up for a chase. I think I've missed 2 or 3 maybe or something. But, the chases, there really haven't been many chases lately. Getting my sleep. I've seen some people older, really active, you know, doing these activities, moving around and stuff, you know, doing what they got to do. Riri. My grandpa was 97 when she passed away. Wow, 2019. Rest in peace. Metabolism comes to a crawl. Yeah. Metabolism comes to a crawl. Skin thins. Blood flow slows down. Because I remember when I was like a decade ago, man, when I, at one point I was like working out a lot and I did the keto, the fat and everything just came off. And then I gained weight probably the last year and a half. And it's hard to lose. It's not the same as before. And I'm talking about I'm fasting. I'm doing a little bit of fasting. I try not to eat past 8. And I usually have my first whatever I eat like around 12, you know? And I've been trying to get more active daily, but I guess it's going to take time. But it's just not the same when you were younger. You know, it's just, my gosh. My dad's 90. He has vascular dementia and Alzheimer's. Wow. But still cute as a fox so far. He made it to 95. That's pretty good. But I wonder if he really had the past. Well, you know, I think he probably did have some type of medical thing. Probably. They said Jared had appeared to have fallen where he was found, was fully clothed, and his sunglasses were right on the floor next to him. So, in my opinion, he was definitely outside with the third dog. Well, maybe he had just come in. I don't know, because he was in the mudroom. Maybe he was feeling chest pains or something. Maybe he just walked in, left the door open. Shit, I noticed between 25 and 40. It's crazy, right? How our body is like change and stuff. Even like drinking, like how you're like the hangovers, like how your body is just like, I don't know. Damn, your grandfather was 111. Wow. Your mom lived up to 100, ate lots of sugar and junk, nothing wrong. Was blazing in saddles too. Jay in that Epstein list, supposedly it dropped already. I heard most of it was the stuff that's already been out. And people are saying today was a disaster because a lot of people were expecting more. They were expecting bombshells. So it's kind of like this mess, you know. Laura Loomer is going to cover it tomorrow. Let me see. They just said it just released. Yo, I got rickrolled. It's been a long time. Somebody posted the link and but some people are pissed. Are you seriously making a joke out of a serious case? I got rickrolled, man. It's been I haven't been rickrolled in so long. But this was the picture of people at the White House posing. This is libs of TikTok, I think, and this guy is called DC Drano, I think, and everybody was posing with the binders of the files. And let me see. Can I download it? Here, there's the website. This is the official website. People were posting the old stuff today, but this is the official website. There's flight logs. Most of it's flight logs, contact book, and masseuse list. My gosh. Okay. And I feel like some of the stuff has already been out. I don't know. I don't know if they have a date here. I don't know. I feel like these flight logs have already been out. I could be wrong, but and they mentioned a bunch of people and actors, and they mentioned Trump too, or something on one of these flight logs. The only thing that I heard, that I saw, that I didn't know that sounded interesting is that supposedly he was an informant or something with the FBI or somebody. I don't know. That's the only thing I've seen. There's a contact list, which of course is redacted. Bloomberg Mike. Bro, this is like, I'm just, flight logs were out 2019. Yeah, I feel like I've seen all this shit. It's like a nothing burger. That's what I was like, I was really looking forward to, because I was like, okay, we're probably going to sit here and stream. It's probably going to be a couple hours. And then once it dropped, and I heard other people talking about it and people reacting to it and people pissed off, I was like, really? That's it? You can't make this shit up, bro. Wow. Amazing. Oh, this is victim stuff though. Victim information. Okay. Oh, so the masseuse is victims. Okay. And then they release like this huge evidence list, and it's just a list, I guess. They say it's a lot of files and stuff like that, but 2 binders, 58 discs. I don't know. All I know is that today was not what people thought it was going to be, and it's not what was being really like. I think people got their hopes up, and well, supposedly this is phase 1, so I don't know what phase 2 is, you know. And so there's been kind of a war online. People are calling out Pam. What's her name? Pam Bondi, Pamela Bondi. People going off on influencers, I guess. Every name on Epstein visitors messages list in the binders handed out to influencers today was blacked out. Wow. So yeah, complete letdown. If anybody was looking forward to that, it's in the pooper. Laura Loomer was going off today too about the whole thing, and she was talking about going off on all these people. Pam, yeah, she's going off on Pam Bondi. She's been snapping on this lady all day. There is one person who takes blame for what today happened. It's Pam Bondi. I think she should resign. Wow. She went on Fox and said the files were on her desk. And she went on Fox News last night and said we would have the files today, which I saw a clip today, but then I saw another clip that said maybe Friday, but I guess we got it today. Today's Epstein files release was a total mess, handing binders to influencers for photo ops while the full docs stay hidden. And so these influencers, they got the docs that really were kind of nothing, it seems like, before the media and anybody else could get it. So, I don't know. I wonder who in the White House made the choice of which influencers would be invited today. The influencer cover-up has now begun. I'm told that Pam Bondi physically handed out all the influencers their binders at the White House today. Now she wants to pretend she's a victim. Let's make this very clear. The binders were not given to us at the White House under any pretense they contain damning Epstein information. Yeah, people are pissed. Yo. Oh, this is the Rick Roll shit. This is disgusting to make a joke out of the Epstein files. Yeah, I think so too, DE. Billionaires pay them off to hide the info. Yeah, Epstein had a lot of, I guess he would like kind of blackmail, maybe. I don't know. Get people in these compromising positions and people that were into weird shit anyway. I feel like I guess he provided a service. Had a lot of money. Oh, I saw, yeah, Marie, I saw that too. The claims that she made about Casey DeSantis. I saw that. I didn't know anything about that. And I also saw, because I guess so, I'm thinking Trump and DeSantis, obviously, I guess they're not cool anymore because Trump co-signed somebody else to run for governor of Florida. He's pushing him big time, I think. Because DeSantis tried to run against him. Byron Donalds. So Trump is backing up Byron Donalds. I guess he's not cool with DeSantis anymore. The other weird thing that happened today are kind of interesting. I mentioned that Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate came to Florida. I guess they landed today. I'm not sure why they came to Florida. I'm not sure. Let me see. But DeSantis did some type of press conference and he said they're not welcome. So, and he was like, he doesn't even want them here. So I don't know if he can actually turn them away or what's going on with that.
Listen. We live in a democratic society where it's innocent until proven guilty, and I think my brother and I are largely misunderstood. There's a lot of opinions about us, a lot of things that go around about us on the internet. We've yet to be convicted of any crime in our lives ever. We have no criminal record anywhere on the planet ever. Our case was dismissed on the 19th of December in Romania under the Biden administration. And our prosecutor recently decided, because we have no active indictment in court, to let us go and return. This is a democratic society. It's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, as my brother and I are. And I think it's extremely important that we stop allowing media spin, wrap-up smears, lies, or carefully constructed narratives from George Soros-funded operations trying to destroy the reputations of good people who have no intention to do anything other than follow the law.
So it's dismissed, I guess. I don't know. I heard something about that, but Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has said Andrew and Tate are not welcome in the state as the brothers' plan landed from Romania. No, Florida's not the place where you're welcome with that type of conduct. He added the Attorney General James is looking into what state hooks and jurisdictions we have to deal with this. Probably nothing. I mean, I don't know. DeSantis said he was not aware they were landing in the state and that he found out through media. Speaking after his plane landed, Tate said he is innocent until proven guilty, that he has not been convicted of any crimes. An official confirmed that prosecutors lifted their travel ban, and it is understood that they left the country shortly after 5 a.m. local time from Benicia Airport. He's facing a series of criminal charges in the country, including R and trafficking and exploiting women. Tate is a self-described misogynist. Okay. So I wonder, I don't know, is his case dismissed or not? I don't know. I haven't been following what's going on with the not dismissed, just travel ban lifted. Okay. I haven't been following what's been up with these guys. I don't know. So lots of craziness going on. 2025 is probably going to be a crazy year, you know, to say the least, probably. And it seems like it's
sale in the history of the AlexJonesStore.com is running right now. I'm about to lay out just some.
I almost bought one of his supplements a long time ago. I never did, but I was always curious about the Alex Jones store.
The FBI was not followed. You will deliver to me a comprehensive report on your findings and propose personnel action within 14 days. I appreciate your immediate attention to this important matter. I know that we are both committed to transparency for the American people, and I look forward to continuing to work with you to serve our president and our country. Just like the media keeps saying, Musk is mean. He's asking what the employees did last week. And then Trump goes, no, I told him to do it. And then now, ooh, the administration being shook.
All right, let me see. Oh, yeah, I watched this video too earlier. This lady was talking about that. They were supposed to do some press I guess it never happened. I thought this lady said there was going to be a press conference or something. There's no audio.
Biggest shame. Honesty.
I don't know.
Laptop, but it lies with Anthony Weiner's laptop, which the FBI has had. And there's the information which is really revealing about Prince Andrew and other royal princes, if you know.
I used to take that stuff. The nitric boost stuff is really good, yeah. And I think the natural stuff is like you can take like what is it? It's like a cranberry powder or something. I think cranberry does that too, like the nitric stuff. I used to have it was kind of nasty though. I had this powdered cranberry stuff.
Know what I mean? So the fact that the Prime President of the United States is invited to meet with the King of England suddenly is very interesting in the context the Prime Minister is right there, and the discussion would be, of course, to make sure that British citizens.
Call you back. It's everywhere. England, half the time we are spending in these meetings they make us go to.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering where I recognized this person from. They're saying transgender activists arrested for allegedly leaving explosive at Tesla dealership. I heard about that. Fox News mocked for referring to him as a woman. Yeah, I heard about that. All right, I guess that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Tomorrow's Friday. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Be safe. I'm gonna chill and relax. I think that's it for today. I mean, I don't know if anything else is gonna happen. You know, it's Cat and Cali, the 3 hours behind, so anything could happen, really. Oh. I think that's it, yeah. All right, guys. Thank you, man. Have a good night. Take care. Peace. Be safe. you guys are always fighting. Oh, K-Dubs, thank you again so much. Appreciate that. Thank you for the gifts, the memberships. Take care. Bye.